what's up you guys? Welcome to the Mangrove. My name is Krisha and this is today's Tezos analysis video. Okay, now we will be going over both pairs, XTZ USD as well as XTZ BTC. That way you get a more holistic view on what is going on. Okay, whether or not XTZ has got an incoming pump. But now before we start dissecting the charts, actually let's get onto the Mango dashboard to see what XTZ is up to on the dashboard. Have we received any trend signals? So XTZ USDT did flip long 8 days ago. Okay, now since then XTZ is up 4.67%. However, note that XTZ BTC is neutral. This came in 4 days ago. Okay, so it's an alright picture right now, but what really kind of prompted me to pull up XTZ in this analysis is, well, because, well, first of all, some of you have requested I do an XTZ analysis, and second of all, I noticed that ChainLink is running today. Okay, today is June 1st. We closed a weekly candle as well as that monthly candle, and well, ChainLink broke out. And usually from the last, little mini alt run that we had, I noticed that XTZ sort of ran with ChainLink, right? So it's kind of got me, it's kind of piqued my interest. I figured, why not start watching XTZ? I do believe the charts are very similar on that weekly time frame. Actually, this is XTZ BTC. We're actually going to start off with XTZ USDT first. Okay, now I know there's not much price action on the weekly time frame, but I usually like pulling this up just to draw some major, SNR lines, okay, just to guide me. So there's one right there on top, there's one right around here, and I do believe just with that last, how we reacted off of this region here last time, okay. And notice something, guys. I don't know if you're seeing this, but I'm seeing it right now. And you know what? We're just going to stick to these three SNRs on the higher time frames. But guys, we closed over that major resistance. Okay, so I'm going to zoom into this. Actually, no, that's a little too zoomed in for me. But just this right here. Okay. And this is what I want you to note. Now, we did have that last run up, right, for XTZ back in April. And however, notice that the weekly candles have been closing under this region here at $2.77. However, on this last weekly close, okay, which we closed, well, today, we opened a new candle. This is the new candle that we opened for XTZ. I want you to notice how XTZ closed over $2.77. We have been using this as resistance for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friggin' weeks now. 5 weeks. But I think the one thing that really kind of pops out on my screen here is how volatile this ranges from this $2.77 region going all the way up to $3.52. Guys, that is a 27% move to the upside, and I want you to notice how price has reacted in this range before. This is going to be a volatile range. And another thing I'm noticing, for those of you who caught it, good job, but this was a beautiful retest of that level. Tezos USDT is looking good. We took out a major resistance. I do believe that the next range is going to be a rather volatile one, and this could very well, have a good pump all the way up to $3.52. But now let's get onto that daily level to see if there's anything else that's giving us a tell here, right? So, I mean, on the daily level, it still looks like a consolidation of sorts. But I'm telling you, that first tip-off is actually going to be that weekly. That weekly was a beautiful close. But anyways, now this is on the daily time frame. The first thing I see on this daily, guys, is that the cloud is green. Okay, cloud is green. However, this price action right now on the daily is still looking very, it looks like it's been just consolidating here, right? So if you're looking for like a rather short trade, I'll start looking for price to close over this region right here. I'm actually going to change the color of that only to differentiate between my weekly levels and my daily levels. And yeah, that's going to be the region I look at. Okay, I do believe that's going to be breaking some sort of head and shoulders or something to the upside. This is a cool. I'm wondering if this could be a potential head and shoulders. Are you guys seeing this? I'm going to clear my chart off of the Ichimoku cloud, but this could very well be a head and shoulders. Okay, I'm going to switch on my volume to see if there's any confirmation there in terms of price action, and I do believe we have it. Yes, yeah, that's good. This could very well be a mini little head and shoulders, okay? And if we break this region, this pink line right here, I do believe that marks the neckline of the head and shoulders, the bullish inverted head and shoulders. This neckline is sitting at $2.93. Okay, breaking this to the upside, is going to the measured move for this head and shoulders is going to take Tezos USDT all the way up to $3.69, basically getting back up to these highs right here. Okay, that's what I'm going to be anticipating if we manage to take this out and break to the upside. And this move would be a good wow. Okay, that's 25%. That's 25% to the upside, guys. That is not going to be a small move. Okay, so that's going to be a 25% measured move to the upside for Tezos. Man, I'm really excited about this chart. How is no one talking about this? Okay. All right, so Tezos is looking good on the daily time frame, and I do believe we're still consolidating on that daily, but I do believe as soon as this starts moving, as soon as we break this pink line right here at $2.94, I think this is going to fly. Okay, personally, I believe that this is going to fly. It is currently in a very, very high volatility range. All right, so back onto that, the daily Ichimoku cloud. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of moot to go on to the 4-hour time frame because this is the trend is clearly sort of, you know, I do believe if there's any trend that's being established right now, it's going to be on that daily time frame. I think the daily is what is ruling this right now. Okay, we have had these beautiful touches of that 21 EMA. We've been living over the 21 EMA as well as over the Tenkin. We have a beautiful bullish TK cross. This is a bullish chart. Okay, taking this out here, guys, I know I'm freaking repeating myself. Don't hate on me too much. But 294 is the level. Okay, we take that out, we close over, we're flying from there. That's my personal opinion, of course. Now, XTZ BTC. Now, XTZ USDT is looking good. So that is one thing to note. When you are playing altcoins, you want to know that, you know, the altcoin relative to USD is doing good. Okay, that's going to be the first bullish sign. You do not want XTZ BTC to be, well, pumping only because Bitcoin is losing value. That is not showing strength in terms of XTZ's price action. Okay, you want to see that it's doing well against USD. Now that we've established that it's looking good relative to USD, Tezos Bitcoin is, well, let's see on the daily time frame. Actually, no, I'm getting a little too excited here. Let's follow the process. Let's follow the process. Okay, back onto the weekly. Krisha, don't get ahead of yourself here. Okay, now first thing we do, follow the drill. Okay, put in those horizontals. Okay, so the first one is going to be over here. I'm going to change that to a white. Okay, that's going to be the first horizontal. The second one is going to be somewhere around here. Okay, and I believe there's a third right here. Yeah, I think that marks the immediate ones, but I'm going to have to mark one at the bottom because note how while we have taken out a major weekly level on, well, XTZ USD, we have not done so on XTZ BTC. Okay, so that's something to note. It's a very interesting picture so far. But okay, that's one horizontal that we have here. Now I noticed that this chart, at least on the weekly, Tezos Bitcoin is looking very similar to that of ChainLink BTC. Okay, and why I'm saying this is I'm noticing like this very similar diagonal that you can spot on both weekly charts. Okay, Tezos BTC as well as ChainLink BTC. So this is the diagonal that I'm looking at. And can we actually pull up the 21 EMAs or something here? Yeah, notice how it's the 21 EMA that's kind of, you know, sort of drawing that diagonal trend line. Okay, if I just switch everything off, you'll notice that the 21 EMA is sort of in line with the diagonal right there. Okay, that is what is guiding price action. But now the first thing I've noticed is that, well, first of all, we're living over the 21 EMA as well as the Tenkin. However, we failed to close over that weekly level. Okay, notice how we did not close over it, we closed under it. Okay, however, price is pumping to the upside. Now, question is, can we take this out? I do believe that because of how XTZ USD closed relative to its point of resistance, we closed over that. I do believe that this can be taken out. Okay, I think that XTZ may very well have an impending bullish move ahead of it. And I'll be looking for that. So this could very well get taken out, at which point, if it does, the next region for XTZ BTC is only going to be up here at 3,227 sats. Okay, that's what I'm going to be, you know, looking for. Okay, now let's get onto that daily time frame and let's see what XTZ is doing on the daily time frame. XTZ BTC. Okay, this is interesting. All right, so we have something very similar going on here too. I do believe there is a, I'm gonna switch on my volume. Okay, I wanna see if we have any sort of pattern play here. I'm noticing something, but let me just check it out. Give me 1 second. Okay, this could be something. All right, I'm noticing this. This could also be a bullish inverted head and shoulders. Okay, this is one shoulder, that's the head, that's the right shoulder. Okay, I do believe that we have the, let's say, the volume for it. Usually when you're looking at head and shoulders patterns, you're looking for a nice descending volume profile. All right, so it's an all right pattern. If this does end up playing out, the measured move for this pattern is going to take XTZ all the way up to the next point of, well, resistance on the weekly. Remember, all of these horizontal lines are all weekly regions, right? So this one is going all the way up to 36188. And I do believe that this is some sort of horizontal, right? We'll be meeting like the top of this this trend line right here, and which sort of then makes me believe that this may very well be a beautiful, very large symmetrical triangle in the forming. Okay, now once again, of course, this is going to be a very premature call. Excuse the mess on my friggin' chart. But anyways, I do believe that this could very well be a symmetrical triangle in, well, the forming right now. So that is something to watch out for. But actually getting, if this measured move of this inverted head and shoulders does end up playing out, the measured move takes Tezos BTC all the way up to that next weekly point of resistance, okay, at 3638 sats. At which point I do believe that this could very well morph into a symmetrical triangle. Calling this a symmetrical triangle right now is premature. We'll have to wait for more price action to really determine whether or not this could be a symmetrical triangle. But it's good to have these deductions, right? Like you're sort of you're anticipating price action, you're forecasting price action based on, well, the data that we have right now. And things like trend lines and stuff, right? Now we do have this upper trend line. We've got 2 points on that. If this does end up breaking to the upside, we want to see how price reacts off of this uppermost trend line. If we get rejected, that solidifies, that strengthens the trend line even more. Okay, at which point I will say that this could very well be forming a symmetrical triangle. Okay, now this could be a symmetrical triangle. You could also look at this as a big W-like formation with this guy right here being the neckline, right? I don't know if you guys see it. This guy right here being the neckline, right? There's a lot that you can come up with just by looking at what we have in front of us. But all of this is still too premature until we have more, price action along those major resistance points. Until and unless we get that, we cannot have too many deductions, and it's hard to play. So what we can play though, okay, is, well, price action right now. So daily is looking good. Okay, it's still in this consolidation phase. The cloud is red though, so that's something to note. But I do believe that this can change if we do pump from here. Okay, I do believe it can go from red to green very fast if Tezos BTC does have a good, beautiful move to the upside from here. But what I will be looking at for the more short term for Tezos BTC, at least on the more intraday timeframes, is taking out this region right here. If Tezos starts closing daily candles over 3077 sats, I'll be anticipating a further push to the upside. But if you're someone who wants a more, positive trade, you want to be sure that this is indeed moving to the upside, I'll be looking for daily candle body closes over the daily Kijun. If we can get that, I think that will solidify additional strength on Tezos BTC, at which point I'll be looking for a move to the upside. Okay, but I think this chart is freaking bullish, guys. This is a very good chart right now. How about the 4-hour time frame? What are we doing relative to those levels? So right now, while it is looking choppy, there is some time to go before this really solidifies a trend. Okay, so I'll be looking at those higher time frames for now. I'll be keeping a very close eye out on 3074 sats if I am someone who's looking to play the Tezos BTC chart. So wait on the confirmation. On the Bitcoin chart, the confirmation is going to be the Kijun. Okay, the solid confirmation is going to be the daily Kijun, taking that out to the upside. And notice how we did it right here. Okay, we took it out and we had a beautiful rally. And how about here? Even here, we took out the Kijun here, beautiful rally to the upside. So the Kijun has proved to be some good, it's proved to be a good sort of line of reference. Okay, if you want to know whether it is a solid trade to the upside, look for how price is performing against that daily Kijun. If we have a close over, I'm saying we're going up. Okay, so that's Tezos BTC. On the USD chart, remember what we're looking for. Okay, we're looking for price relative to this region right here at $2.95. If we start closing daily candles over that, I'm saying that we're coming all the way up here. Okay, with this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way, guys. Ciao.